Okay, so now we're looking at FC Basel. We've done both clubs in Zurich. Now, FC Basel, the Rot-Blau, which means red and blue, they have a similar kit designed to Barcelona. They're founded in 1893. They play at the St Jacob Park Stadium, which has a capacity of 38,512, which is built on the site of their old stadium. And noticeable, since they moved into that new build stadium in 2001, the success has been pretty well. They've dominated Swiss football for basically 20 odd years. But they were successful before their recent period of dominance. Now, they're founded in 1893, and their founder, Roland Geldner, placed a newspaper ad seeking players for a team. 11 men turned up to the meeting the following Wednesday after the ad was placed, and the team was formed. So, it all started because of a newspaper ad, because of a local man wanting to start a football club. But it takes a while for them to be successful. They don't win their first league title until the 1952-53 season, and they don't win their first Swiss Cup until the 32-33 season. So it takes a while for success to come FC Basel's way, but they've won 20 league titles, 13 Swiss Cups, and a Swiss League Cup. They also have been pretty consistent in the Champions League, the Europa League and the Europa Conference League. They've been very consistently in Europe over the last 20 years, including 7 consecutive seasons, I believe, in the Champions League. So they have a pretty decent European history. They never really made the latter stages, but they've been consistently qualifying for Europe in recent times. So let's have a look at their Swiss SuperLeague titles. They have 20 in total. And it's very, very noticeable. Their first dominant spell is the late 60s through to the 70s. And then there's a lengthy gap. But they win their first league title, as I say, in the 52-53 season. And then they don't win for a while. It took them a long time to win that first league title as well. But then the 60s, especially in the Swiss Cup and in the Swiss Super League, the 60s onwards, it's a very dominant spell until the late 70s. So the 66-67 season, they win their second title. They win again in 68-69, 69-70 season, 71-72 season, 72-73 season, the 76-77 season, and the 79-1980 season. That's their first period of dominance. The mid-60s until, 1980. Lengthy gap. Get a new stadium built, and suddenly the success returns. New investment, and it starts in the 2001-2002 season where they break their trophy drought in the Swiss League. 2003, 2004, 2004, 2005, 2007, 2008, 2009 to 2010, 2010, 2011, 2011, 2012 season, 2012, 2013 season, 2013, 2014 season, the 2014, 2015 season, the 2015, 2016 season, and the 2016, 2017 season. And then their league dominance stops. They haven't won the league title since 2017. They're not looking close this season either. The Swiss Cup, they win their first silverware in the Swiss Cup, and earlier on they're more dominant in the Swiss Cup than in the league. They've won 13 Swiss Cups in total. They start winning in the 1932-33 season. That's their first major piece of silverware. They win again in the 46-47 season. So a little gap there. And then, as I say, the 60s and 70s, quite a dominant side in the league. They win a few more Swiss Cups in the 60s and 70s, the 62-63 season and the 66-67 season. They win 2 cups in the 60s and then one in the 70s and the 74-75 season. This is on the backdrop of them being pretty dominant in the league at this point. And then again, obviously, the new stadium gets built at St Jacob's Park, and then their cup dominance commences for a very chunky spell. The 2001-2002 season, 2002-2003 season, 2006-2007 season, 2007-2008 season, 2009-2010 season, the 2011-2012 season, then a little gap, and then more recently they've won 2 more Swiss Cups, the 2016-2017 season, their last league title was also that year, and the 2018-2019 season. So the season before the COVID disrupted season is their last piece of major silverware. So they're still pretty relevant now in Swiss football, but they just haven't won in more recent seasons. They've won 1 Swiss League Cup, and that was in 1972. So they won 34 pieces of major silverware. That's not bad going, considering that they didn't start winning until, they won their first major silverware in the 30s, their first league title in the 50s. But it's that 2000s onwards where they've been exceptionally dominant, the most dominant side in Swiss football in more recent times, alongside FC Zurich as well, who've won a fair bit in recent times as well. Grasshopper, notice no league titles in this period in the 2000s, no cup since 2013, most dominant club historically in Swiss football. Basel and FC Zurich have decided to become a bit more dominant, although we've got to look at BSC Young Boys of Bern. They've won quite a bit and they're quite a dominant side right now. And then there are some other clubs in Switzerland who've also filled in the gaps where Basel, Zurich and Grasshopper are less dominant. It's actually a very, very interesting league to look at. Titles are spread around all over the place, outside of the big 3 or 4 if we count Young Boys of Bern as well. So there we go, that's a brief history of FC Basel, the Rotblau. Very successful club in more recent times. The last 2 decades, ridiculous amount of success, yet they're still playing catch up to Grasshopper when it comes to overall titles in both the league and the cup. But they've been more regular appearers in Europe over other Swiss clubs. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts in the comments section below, and we'll have some more content for you guys very, very soon.